Hey, y'all. So I thought I'd go live on Instagram tonight with this full moon flow. Sorry about the cancellation over at the kettle house, but I just made the executive call to hold off on that in terms of us gathering in a larger group together tonight or today. So with that said, we're going to flow here for the next hour until Instagram kicks us off. And then I'll save the video and post it up to YouTube. So if you can't stay for the whole flow, totally okay. But if you want to join and jump on and join in for any part of it, I think it's a good idea. All right. So grounding down through our sit bones, with the crown of the head ascend up to the sky. And allow yourself just to come into your breath, or for your breath to find you. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Hold at the top. And exhale. Again, nice deep inhale. Hold at the top. And exhale. 2 more rounds of breath. Big inhale. Hold. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Hold. And exhale. Always starting up our practice from a space of gratitude. Give gratitude to love. Our ability to feel it and to know it. To give it and to receive it. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to this earth, to the moon, since this is a full moon flow, and to the sun, because the balance of both is important. Give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of the lands that we're seated upon. Here in Missoula, it's the Pandare, the Kootenai, the Salish, and the Blackfeet tribes. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. We have gratitude for this practice. Always reminding ourselves that practice comes from ritual, and ritual is created by people. So we give gratitude and homage to Black and Brown people as the original creators of this practice of nonviolence and truth-telling, of balance and moderation, generosity and kindness. And always reminding ourselves that the majority of our practice happens off the mat. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves. Always reminding ourselves to come back to our ancestors and our lineage. Acknowledging their truths and untruths, the triumphs, trials, tribulations, and also transgressions. And us using this space to release the things that are no longer serving us or that were never meant to serve us in the first place. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. there's a person or persons, place or places that you want to dedicate your full moon flow to this evening, you can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and slowly blink open your eyes. Come back into the room and into the space. Just notice any detailing. So move your eyes through the space first. Any detailing that maybe you haven't noticed prior. And then slowly turn and look out past your left shoulder first to start. Right shoulder kind of spins back, looking back behind you, thinking about releasing and relaxing through the side of the neck and up into the jawline. Nice deep inhale. Exhale slowly. Let the chin move through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Turn and twist and look back behind you. Relaxing and releasing through the jaw. Pull back and down through the shoulders. And then slowly we bring ourselves back to center. And bring some movement into fingertips. Maybe you do a couple rolls with the shoulders backwards. Maybe you do a couple rolls with the shoulders forward. Hands can come to your knees. And maybe you take some small circles, kind of leading with your chest through center line. Holding onto the knees and pulling yourself backwards with the strength of the abdomen and the low belly. So we go for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and last 1. And then slowly come back that opposite way. We go for 5, for 4, for 3, exhaling on the pullback, maybe inhaling on the forward pull. Okay, last 2, and last 1. Slowly bring yourself back to center line. Let's sweep the arms up and overhead. Reach the fingertips up towards the sky and turn the pinkies in ever so slightly. Roll back and down through the shoulder blades. Inhale, arms sweep high. Breathe all the way up from the base of the belly into the base of the throat, and then exhale, hands come into prayer. Slowly move the hands down to center line. Take a nice soft gaze into the tips of the fingers and think about the intention that you're looking to set on this full moon. So space of celebration. Everything that we've been thinking about in these past couple of weeks are the things that we want for ourselves and all of the work that we've done to get there. And now we're in a space to welcome all of those things in on this backside after the full moon, right? So what do we also need to let go of in terms of things that aren't working for us in our lives in order for things to be able to gracefully come in, okay? Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Pull the shoulders down. Keep your low belly engaged. Pinky fingers roll in ever so slightly, and then hands come into prayer, moon salute. Look up into the palm of the hand as the thumbs come down towards your third eye. And then exhale, slowly bring yourself down to center line. And take that right hand, it comes to the outside of the left knee. Left hand spins back and behind. Fingertips can tent at the base of the spine, or you can turn and look all the way out and wrap that hand around to come to the outside of your hip. You can always grab onto the waistband of the pants to help use your clothing as a space of leverage. Okay, nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold, turn and twist. One more time, big inhale, reach up through the crown of the head. And then exhale, slowly bring yourself through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Left hand to the outside of right knee, right hand spins back behind. Fingertips can tent to the base of the spine. Pull up through the crown of the head and through the heart. Shoulder blades roll down the back. And then that hand comes to either press down at the base of the spine to lift through the heart a little bit more, or it can come around to reach for the inside of that hip or the waistband of the pants. Roll back and down through your right shoulder and turn and look out past that right Turn the past your right shoulder. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly bring yourself back to center line, and then go ahead and take your hands out in front of you and slowly crawl your fingertips out in front. So coming down and over the tops of the thighs, reach here and let your head hang in between the shoulders and the biceps. Pull in on the low belly to protect the low back and the sacrum. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Maybe you crawl the fingers out a few more inches in front of you. Big inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk the hands back towards the legs. Rock back on the sit bones. I'm up on a cushion because I'm kind of playing around with coming up and over my hips. I have a tendency to sit heavy into that. If anyone's interested, just let me know and we can do some like modified things in another class, okay? Hands come out in front of you. Slowly crawl your fingertips out in front of you. Engage your low belly as you come over the tops of the hips. Nice deep inhale. Breathe up and in between the shoulder blades. Exhale. 2 more breaths here. Big inhale. Exhale. Low belly still engaged. 1 more time. Big inhale. And then exhale. Slowly walk the hands back towards you. Go ahead and release the feet. If you're up on blocks or on a pillow, come off of it. Take your hands back behind you. Soles of the feet come to the mat. And then think about pressing up through the chest. So it's almost like tricep dips, right? But you're gonna press up here. Hands are nice and wide, big inhale here. And then exhale, let the knees drop over to the right hand side as you still press through the palms and raise through the chest. Big inhale. Breathe, exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly let the knees shift through center line, engage the low belly, and let them shift over towards that opposite side as you press down into the palms and lift through the heart and the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly let the knees come back to center. You're gonna put a bend in the arms so you can lower yourself and your chest down. See if you can take that right foot and bring it up and over on front of that left thigh. You can crawl that foot out as much as you need to in order to get there. Press into the palms and raise through the chest and press into that right knee. So you can open up through your hip a little bit. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, let the knees drop over to the right hand side. Use the outside of that right ankle to pull on the outside of that left knee. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly bring your knees back to center line. Release the ankle, same thing on that opposite side. Put a bend in the elbows. Cross the ankle over the top of the thigh. Press. Find yourself in a comfortable space, right? So not like jammed up in your shoulders. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale here. And then exhale, let the knees drop over to that left hand side. The outside of that left ankle pulls on the outside of your right knee. Press into the palms, big inhale. Exhale slowly. Let the knees come back to center line. Release. You're gonna release here. We're gonna do some abs tonight because we're at home and we're not at the kettlebell, so might as well. I don't usually do abs in full classes. I think it's a lot for people, but best way to protect your back bends and strong core, okay? Keep your feet elevated. You're gonna take like you have a ball in your hand from the left to the right. We go for 8, 7, pull in on the low belly for 6, raise up through the heart for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice deep inhale. Come all the way down onto your back. Soles of the feet come all the way up to the sky. Flex through the toes. Press the ceiling away. And then take your forearms down to the mat. Press into your forearms and your elbows so you can roll your shoulder blades underneath you. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. And then we're gonna pulse up towards our feet. Feet can be flexed. If you wanna play around with like a point on the foot, you can too, right? It's your choice. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Try to keep the shoulder blades up off the mat. We pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, lower down through your right leg, grab on to the back side of your left calf, thigh, or ankle. Pull your elbows in close towards the outside of the knee on either side. Nice deep inhale. Tuck your chin in towards your chest and bring your forehead closer to your knee. So big compression of your thyroid gland here. Exhale, hold. That right leg is still hovering. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Hands come back behind the thigh or to the ankle, back part of the calf. Extend and pull the leg in towards you. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Draw your forehead to your knee. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Elbows on either side of your knee. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower, and then you're just gonna slowly scissor the legs. We go for 8, 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly lower all the way back down. Put a bend in the knees and take the soles of the feet together to touch and lay the edges of the feet, so like the pinky toe side of the foot, down to the mat. Use your hands to lengthen through your low back here. So pull out through your low back. Take your elbows and take them underneath, or press into the elbows and pull the shoulder blades underneath you. And then you're gonna take your hands into prayer, pressing down towards your feet, and you lift yourself up. Breathe into the low back. Exhale, lower down. We go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, close the knees. Take the hands back behind the thighs. And then you're gonna rock and roll on your spines. Just massage out through the vertebrae. And then we're gonna bring ourselves up and over our knees, coming into a tabletop. So in table, I'm gonna face you all this way on this one. I have a small space, so work well with it, okay? Hands come underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. You're gonna move your hips back and forth, side to side, to figure out where you need to be in your stack. So maybe you pull the left hip out a little bit. Maybe you pull your right hip out a little bit. Low belly's engaged. And then maybe you take the sit bones down to the heels and move here, right? So hands are wide, your heart pulls you forward, and you can find whatever movement you need to find. And then if you go one way in the posture, make sure that you circle it back that opposite way. And then come into a little bit of stillness. This time we're gonna shift ourselves forward so you catch in the wrists and press the hips right back to meet the heels. Inhale, shift forward. Strong through the chest and the arms. Exhale, press back. Low belly still engaged on the press back. We go for 4, for 3. Being mindful of your wrists for 2, and for 1. Nice deep inhale. Press back and pull yourself back to center line. This time you're gonna move your hips out, but you're gonna stay high. You're gonna pull up and in on your low belly as you send your hips back and around. So pressing into your palms as you pull your wrist through so you can round through the upper part of the back. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and then take it back that opposite way, y'all, for 4, for 3, for 2. Pressing into the palms, and 1. Nice deep inhale. Take the right hand underneath the face. Hands are nice and wide. And then that left hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale here. Try not to send your hips too far over to the left-hand side. Try to keep them on nice and straight. Big inhale. And then exhale, flip the palm and come down onto your shoulder, thread the needle. That hand can kind of serve as a pillow underneath your head. You can always take that opposite arm or hand offside on the mat, creating a 90-degree angle between your bicep, your forearm, and the floor. Nice deep inhale. You can always, from here, Press into your palm and drag your shoulder through a little bit more. You also have option of taking your hand towards the top of the mat. Nice deep inhale here. You can also extend out through that back leg if you want to, and then you can pull if it's in your practice. And if you don't have any type of torn rotator cuff or anything, pull your foot out towards your hand. Nice deep inhale. This hand can always wrap around. Your choice, right? Breathe into your twist here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale. Take the hand next to the face. Come out of the posture the same way that you went in. That left hand is right hand's right next to your face. You're gonna press into your palm. Sweep your arm high. And then hand comes back down. Balance out through the spine on a cat-cow. So inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Press and pull. One more time. Inhale, chest pulls forward. Exhale, press and pull. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. You don't have to change sides, okay? So, left hand underneath the face this time. Right hand comes to the sky. Big inhale. Remember not to swing out in your hips. Try to keep them in that straight line. Big inhale. You want the twist in the spine. And then flip the palm. Come down onto that shoulder. Nice deep inhale here. The side of your head can come down to the mat, and left hand comes down and offside on the mat. Again, you can use the strength of the palm to press in and drag your shoulder through a little bit more. Nice deep inhale. Hand can also extend towards the top of the mat. Hand can also swoop around and come on to grab on to the inside of your right thigh. And I situated myself wrong here, but go ahead and you can always take that leg out. And you can also pull that foot towards your hand. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more breaths, big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale, breathe here. And then exhale, come out of it the same way that you went in. Swoop that foot back. That knee comes right underneath your hip. That left hand can slowly come down next to the face, press into the palm, and sweep your arm high to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hand comes down to the mat. Inhale into your cow to balance out through your spine. Exhale into your cat. Press into your palms. Take your head and let it hang down towards the mat. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, press and pull. And then inhale, bring yourself back into your table. From here, we're gonna push ourselves back into our down dog. So tuck the toes, check in with the hands. Elbows turn to look back at you, and then we pop the hips high into our down dog. So we get into down dog, pedal out through the heels, check in with the stack of the hips over the top of the femurs. Check in with the hands. Hands are nice and wide. The points of the elbows turn to look back at you. Nice deep inhale. You can raise up onto the balls of the feet, and then exhale. Press into your palms and send your hips back and high as you pull down through the heels. Nice deep inhale here. Breathe into the rib cage. Exhale, spot in between the 2 thumbs, and then step, step. Feet come up to meet hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, hands, shins flat back. The crown of your head sails forward. Your tailbone is tucked, but your hips and your sit bones are pressing towards the wall behind you. Again, check in with the stack of the hips over the tops of the legs. And then exhale, let yourselves fall down and over the tops of the thighs. Hang heavy here. Maybe you shake your head yes, maybe you shake your head no. Grab on for your opposite elbows, and maybe you take them in some figure eights. Maybe you take it back that opposite way. Keeping a bend in the knees if need be. And then on the next inhale, hands move up the front part of the shins again, flat back. Roll the shoulder blades down and back, crown of the head sails forward, and then exhale, let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs. And then on the next inhale, we're gonna ground down through the big toe mound, baby toe mound, and heel. Try not to grip at the toes, engage the low belly, and slowly we sweep ourselves all the way up to stand. Exhale, moon salute. Hands move down towards your third eye. And then hands move down towards your center line. Hands come down to your sides, okay? So we're gonna run through some moon flow, everyone. And it's a little bit different than sunny salutations. Moon salutations kind of take us in a circle. I will throw in some sunnies at the end just to kind of keep us in alignment between divine femme and divine masculine, but to start off with the divine feminine, so snaps. All right, because it is the full moon, yeah. So come back to your intentions, what it is that you're calling into your life and what it is that you need to let go of in order to call things in with a little bit more grace and less resistance. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, interlock your fingers and release your index fingers. You also have the option of releasing your middle finger if you want to come into more of a mudra heart space, which I think is really funny since we're always like flipping each other off, which really actually means I love you. So inhale, arms sweep high, just for folks to think about. And then exhale, let's go ahead and tip ourselves over towards the left-hand side. You're gonna take your left armpit, I'm not gonna mirror you here so you guys can see. So you're gonna take your left armpit and move it towards me. Your right hip moves towards me. Big inhale. Use the strength of the hands to pull you into the posture. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale here. Exhale, bring yourself back to center line. Again, I'm not mirroring you, so do what I say and not what I do until I tell you to do both. Okay, inhale, arms high. Exhale, come over to that opposite side. So your right armpit's gonna come towards the front of the room, left hip comes towards the front of your room. Exhale, hold here. Engage the little belly, use the strength of the hands to pull you into the posture, and then inhale, bring yourself back to center line. Inhale. Tailbone is tucked, right? You're strong through your midline, so when folks tell you to zip it up through the midline, it's not that you're trying to like collapse on your butt this way, right? You're trying to strengthen through your midline. So you're strong here, but you're not collapsing on the outsides of the hips, okay? Inhale, look up into the palms and little mini back bend here. Big inhale. And then take your breath in this back bend and breathe all the way from the base of the belly up into the throat. So big expansion of your heart space. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time. Big inhale, reach. And then exhale. Hands are gonna move down to heart line. Okay? We're gonna step out with our right foot. So your right foot is gonna step back. Your front foot's on nice and straight. Nice deep inhale. Warrior two. Exhale, hold. Arms are wide here. Open up through the heart space, crown of the head ascends. Here in warrior two, think about distributing your weight equally. So you're pulling up in that midline, but you're distributing equally between both legs. Big inhale. Exhale, straighten through your front leg and go ahead and turn yourself. So wide edge of the mat. Your toes are gonna point out. Your arms are gonna come here into star pose. Hands are nice and wide. Arms are up to the sky. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Goddess pose, squat. Tailbone is still tucked. Crown still lifts. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, reach high. And then exhale. Arms move down. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Nice deep inhale. Raise yourself high. You're gonna take the arms out to the sides. You're gonna hinge back. I'm not mirroring you guys. So you're gonna hinge back with your right hip. Hand reaches, left hand comes to shin, right hand comes to the sky. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale here. And then exhale from here. You're gonna put a bend in your front knee, coming into your side angle pose. As David Vendetti likes to say, you can always hang out casually here, or you can take your hand down to the inside of your foot or to a block. Right hand to the sky, either way, and maybe you pull the fingertips towards the front of the room as you turn and open through the chest. Big inhale here. If you want to put yourself in a bind, you have that option if it's in your practice. Right hand comes back behind you, left hand sweeps underneath, and you pull open through the heart and the chest. Exhale, hold. Engage the low belly and lift through the heart. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, release. Hands come down to the inside of your left foot. And the left toes are gonna turn towards that upper right-hand corner of your mat. Your right toes pop up. Tucking through the tailbone and making sure that your knee isn't coming beyond your toes. So you might need to hold yourself a little bit higher here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, shift yourself through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. So toes pop up. You're in a bend here, big inhale. Exhale, hold. Shift yourself back to center, and then you're gonna pivot on the heel of that back foot, and you're turning towards the back of your mat from where you started this time. So your right toes are turning towards the back of the mat. Your left toes are at a 45-degree angle. You come into this side angle on with your right hand side, okay? So same thing, but we're moving through a circle this time. So inhale here. Exhale, pull the fingertips. If you put yourself in a bind on the front side, you can do it on this opposite side. Hand that's closest to that bent knee comes underneath, and then you pull up through the heart, big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale here. Exhale, slowly release. Pull yourself up. Straighten through that front leg. Arms come out to the side, hinge at your hip. Hand comes down to shin. Opposite hand comes up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly pull yourself back to center line. Turn both your toes out again. Arms come high, star pose. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, squat. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale high. Go ahead and turn your toes in. Arms come down so they're parallel with the floor, and then go ahead and slowly lead with the heart. Down and over the tops of the thighs. Try not to grip with the toes. Let the heart pull you down and into the posture. Crown of the head comes down towards the earth. Hands come back, maybe in between the feet, maybe back beyond the heels, but still pulling the weight of the body or the weight of the hips over the heels. You can also take the hands and take them back behind the heels to cup onto the heels as you put a bend in the elbows and pull the crown of the head towards the mat. Exhale, hold here. You can always extend through the feet if you want to try to get the head a little bit lower down to the earth. If it's easy to get the head down to the earth, go ahead and shorten your stance. And then on the next inhale, hands come to your hips. Raise yourself to your center line and then slowly pull yourself back up. Inhale, arms sweep high. And then you're going to step your right foot back to meet your left foot, top of the mat. Inhale, arms are high. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, pull up and out of the waist. Again, I'm not mirroring you. You're going to tip yourself over to your right hand side first to start, so opposite of me. Exhale, slowly come back to center line. Inhale up. Exhale, come over to that opposite side. Lift through the heart, take the weight of the body back into the heels, ground down equally through both feet. And then slowly bring yourself back to center line. Inhale, look up into the palms, release the fingers, moon salute, hands come down to your third eye, and then hands move down to heart line. Hands come down to your sides. So we're gonna do that same thing again, but we're gonna lead with our left leg this time. All right, so I'm gonna adjust this, y'all, because I just ordered a new tripod because I'm going to tell you something right now. I'll get you the name of this company. It's not a good one. All right, so inhale, arms sweep high. Interlock your fingers. Maybe you take the opposite interlock that you did last time. Release your index or middle finger. Big inhale. Pull yourself nice and high. And then exhale. We're going to pull ourselves over towards the left-hand side of the room first to start. So opposite of me for all of you. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself back through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Take yourself over. Right armpit towards the front of the room, left hip towards the front of the room. Breathe here. Exhale, bring yourself back to center line, release the fingers. Look up into the palms, moon salute, hands come down towards your third eye. And then exhale, hands move down through heart line. We're gonna go ahead and step out with our left foot first to start. Okay. And then go ahead, inhale, arms come high. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, we squat. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Big inhale. Lift high. Turn your right toes out. So what was the back of the mat, which is now your front of the mat, right? And back foot's at that 45-degree angle. Triangle pose first. Right arm extends. Reach. Hand comes down to shin. Opposite hand comes up to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, put a bend in that front knee. Hand can come down to the inside of the foot. You can casually hang out here. Hand can come up to the sky. Hand can pull here. Think about rotating open through the chest. Grounding down through the back edge of the foot. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Try not to grip the toes on the front or the back foot. And then go ahead and slowly turn your torso parallel to the mat. Those front toes are going to swing towards that opposite corner of the mat. And then you're going to slowly pop your other toes up. Nice deep inhale here. Check in with your front knee. It's not coming beyond your toes. Exhale. Shift yourself through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Toes pop up to the sky. For folks just coming on, get into your flow first. And then secondly, we'll post the video up on YouTube if you want to do the whole flow. Okay, big inhale. Exhale, slowly. You're going to lift the hips ever so slightly and pivot on your back foot and turn your toes back towards what was the front of your mat, okay? Nice deep inhale, side angle from this side. So left hand to the inside of the foot, right hand up to the sky. Remember, I'm not mirroring you. Big inhale. Exhale, fingertips can pull towards the front of the room, overhead bicep by the ear. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself up into your warrior two first before you straighten out through your front leg. Hinge at your hip, hand comes down to shin. Opposite hand comes up to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale, reach. And then exhale, pull yourself back to your center line. Toes kick out, heels kick in, arms come high, star pose, big inhale. Exhale, squat. Inhale, we go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Big inhale, reach high, turn your toes in. Heels kick out this time, arms are out to the side, and then lead with your heart down and over the tops of the thighs. Let the crown of the head come all the way down towards the earth. Grab on for your opposite elbows and let yourself hang heavy here. Nice deep inhale. You can always take the hands in between the feet. You can walk the fingertips back towards the heels. You can take your hands around the outside of the legs and cup the backside of your heels and then pull down through the crown of the head. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Let yourself just be heavy here. Big inhale. And then exhale slowly. Hands can come to hips. Raise yourself to your center line and then lift all the way up through your heart. Arms come high and step. Remember, this will be your left foot, which is actually your right. Back to me. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands interlock. Release the middle finger or the index finger, pull up to the sky. And then slowly let yourself tip over towards that left hand side first to start. Slowly bring yourself back to center line. Inhale high. And then exhale, bring yourself over to that opposite side. Inhale back to center. Release the hands into prayer. Inhale, look up into the palms. Moon salute. Hands come down towards your third eye. And then hands come down to your heart line. You can turn and move back towards the top of your mat. I promise I'll mirror you guys from here on out, okay? So coming into some sun salutations. So sun A first to start. We just got done with our moon salutation. So inhale, I'm sweep high. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step, step, back into plank. Nice deep inhale. We'll take it easy on this one. Drop down to the knees, tops of the feet, foot flat, chin, chest, belly, all lower down to the mat as you pull yourself up into a baby cobra. Elbows roll back and down, or shoulder blades roll back and down, and elbows stay in close to the side body. Press down through the tops of the feet. Big inhale here. Try not to come up any higher than the belly button. Then turn and look out past your right shoulder. Exhale, slowly move through center line, and then turn and look out past your left shoulder. Exhale, bring yourself back to center, and then slowly have the whole belly and chest come down to the mat. Tuck the toes, press to the knees. Toes are tucked, and then hips pop high. Pedal out through the feet, check in with the hands, check in with the elbows. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and step, step. Feet come up to meet hands, top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Let yourself hang heavy here again. And then inhale, ground down through all four corners of the feet. And then sweep yourself all the way up to stand. Moon salute, hands move down through heart line. They come to the third eye. Come back to your intention. Hands move down to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep high. I'm going to come into one sun B, everyone. So come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step, step back into your plank. You can do the same thing we did last time, lowering down to the knees, chin, chest, belly, or you can press back through the heels, shift forward, shoulders over wrists, lower, and lift. Big inhale. Tops of the feet press down to the mat. Make sure the knees are up off the mat, the tops of the thighs are off the mat, shoulder blades roll down the back. Big inhale. Turn and look out past your right shoulder again. Slowly move through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Turn and look out past the left. And then slowly press from the knees back and high, or you can simultaneously roll over the big toes, pressing back into your down dog. Take your left leg high to the sky. Three-legged dog. Big inhale. Exhale. If you want to play around with dolphin pose, right, you can always come down onto your forearms, lowering here, so you're in like a three-legged dolphin. Big inhale. And then press into your palms, take your elbows up off the mat again. Spot your left thumb. Actually, spot the outside of your left pinky and step your foot wide. Pop your right toes out and over and come down onto your right knee. Lizard lunge. You can come down onto your forearms or keep yourself elevated. Big inhale. Breathe into your hip here. Exhale. If you want to, you can tuck the back toes and pull your knee out, put a bend in the knee, and you can take that left hand around to grab onto the inside of your right foot, pulling your heel towards your glute. If the reach on the foot is something that you cannot get at home, you can always grab a towel, a tie, an infinity scarf, right? A yoga strap if you have it. You hook it around the top of the foot as you pull in. You can also be on your palm rather than down on your forearm. Exhale, slowly release. You're going to heel toe that left foot all the way across mat, coming into your half pigeon here. So that left knee is bent. Your left knee is back behind your left wrist. And then that left foot is flexed. Glance back at your right foot to make sure it's right behind your ankle. And then you can always prop your left hip to make sure that you're not falling into your left hip. Okay, nice deep inhale. You can stay elevated here, or you can come down and over the top of that thigh. Totally up to you. You get into different muscles depending on where you hold, so there's no posture hierarchy. If you don't come down and over the top of your thigh and your knee, it doesn't matter. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Maybe tuck the back toes and pull the knee back behind you a little bit and ground down through that left hand. Maybe your right hand comes back like a hitchhiker, right? You grab onto the inside of your right foot and you pull your heel towards your glute. The top of the foot can also sneak up into your armpit as you turn the torso parallel back to the mat, to the front of the room. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Don't let that foot catapult down, just let it slowly come down. Plant through the hands. Tuck the back toes and press up off of that hip. Left leg comes high to the sky, big inhale. Exhale. You can either set that left foot down next to your right foot and shift into plank, or you can shift into a three-legged plank, shifting forward, lowering, and lifting. Rolling over your big toes and pressing back into your down dog. Same thing on that right-hand side. Right leg comes high, big inhale. Again, if you played around with that dolphin prior, that three-legged dolphin, you can drop down onto your forearms, lifting through that right leg, or you can just stay in your down dog. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, spot the outside of your right pinky, step your right foot wide and come down onto your left knee. Coming into your lizard lunge. Top of your left foot is flat to the mat. That right knee is still stacked over your ankle, and you have the option of coming down onto your forearms and hanging out here. Nice deep inhale here. Or you can stay high, okay? Exhale, hold. You can hang out here, or you can always back your knee up and come around to grab onto your foot and pull your heel in towards your glute. Nice deep inhale. If you kick into the hand, you'll open up through the heart. If you turn yourself back towards your mat, you'll get more into your quad. So figure out what it is that you need for your body this evening, or whenever you decide to do this video. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, go ahead and slowly release the foot. Make sure it doesn't catapult down. Right? Come up onto your hands, and then you're going to heel toe your foot across your mat, coming to the outside of your calf, outside edge of your foot. And again, checking in with where you need to be. Right? So essentially, this is just kind of like a modified, like half, half pigeon is kind of a modified half split, right? Or helps us get there. So nice deep inhale. You can hang out here, or you can bring yourself down and over the top of your thigh based on what it is that you need. Nice deep inhale. Breathe here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. Come down to that forearm, put a bend in your knee, and come around to grab onto the inside of your foot if you want to. You can always sneak your foot up into the crease of your elbow. And again, making sure that you're not dropping too far into your right hip. So check in with your hips. Maybe you need to pull up and use that right hand as a stabilizer. Big inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Hands plant. Press into your palms and take yourself up and off of your hip and kick your right leg high. Big inhale. Again, you can set your right foot down to meet your left, coming into your down dog and then shifting into your plank, or you can just shift into three-legged plank, lowering and lifting. Big inhale. Exhale, press yourself right back into a child's pose. Hands crawl out in front of you, forehead comes down to the mat. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And then go ahead and slowly walk your hands towards your knees. Go ahead and come over and onto your seat. And come all the way down onto your back. Go ahead and hug both knees up and into the chest. Tuck your chin towards your chest and pull down through your low back. Nice deep inhale. Rocking back and forth side to side here. So slow movements. Your low belly's engaged as you massage out through the low back. Inhale, bring yourself back to center line. And then go ahead and grab on to the outsides of your feet, happy baby. Right, pulling your knees down towards the earth. Or I should say femur bones down towards the earth, as Mike Massey would say, right? We don't root into the earth through our joints. We root into the earth through our bones. So, nice deep inhale. And then exhale, let's go ahead and just take that right knee over that left. Point your right toes to see if you can hook them back behind your left calf or as close as you can get. Another big compression here. Take your hands underneath that left thigh and pull the knees into the chest. So finding compression in your groin, roll your shoulder blades down your back, tuck your chin in towards the chest. Big compression through your thyroid, and then crown of the head sails back. Nice deep inhale. Breathe into the belly and exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. That left leg comes over the top of the right. Tuck your left toes back behind your right calf. And then interlock your fingers maybe the opposite way back behind your thighs as you pull the legs in towards you. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, roll your shoulder blades down your back. And then exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Arms come out to the sides like airplane wings, palms are face up to the sky. Let your knees rock over to the right hand side. Look out past your left fingertips. Nice space in the spine, big inhale. And then exhale, pull the knees in through center line. Take them over to that opposite side. Turn and look out past your right fingertips. And then exhale, bring your knees back to center. And then slowly let the legs come all the way down towards the ends of the mat. Arms can come down to your sides, palms can face up to the sky. Maybe you press into the forearms and the elbows and roll the shoulder blades underneath you. Tuck the chin in towards the chest and extend the legs all the way down, so straighten them. Toes come together to touch and then toes flop out to the sides. Heels are together, so you're kind of like in a lazy first position in ballet. Great. Nice deep inhale. Coming back into our breath, y'all are going to stay where you're at. I'll pull a card for everybody on this full moon. I like the oracle decks and cards. I always tell folks in my class, my grandmother passed away when I was young, and so it was her sisters that kind of all stood as like my grandmother to me. But they all taught me how to play cards, so I think that there's something very special and something within feminine origin when it comes to decks of cards. So staying with your breath here, coming to a space of joy in your heart, coming back into your intention, understanding that your exhale can still equate and does equate, right, to that release of some things that we might be holding. Because our bodies only have so much capacity. We'd like to think that we could hold everything, but we ourselves are a container. So we have to let things go in order for other things to come into our lives. And that's super hard. And I understand. I understand that. Okay, so card for everyone tuning in tonight. And folks, this is from the Priestess of Light Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. Ooh, this is a good one, y'all. I haven't gotten this one. It makes sense because it's the wolf moon. So, summoning power. Instinct, intellect, and control. The Priestess of the Night is summoning the power of the full moon and channeling it to the wild wolves beside her. You can't make this shit up in terms of things that you pull just on a whim in alignment with the universe, okay? I'm just gonna put that out there. She is calm and in control. The wolves stand at attention with the energy of quiet strength resonating from above. This card is telling you that you have far more power than you realize. There may be something in your life, perhaps a relationship or a recent challenge that you felt powerless to handle. If so, it's time to focus on your own intellect and instinct on the issue at hand. Then muster the courage and take the necessary action. It may also be time to harness the unhealthy personal patterns you have left unchecked. Indulgences and addictions might seem to have had the upper hand, but your wild impulses can also be tamed. Remain peaceful but persistent in this noble pursuit of self-honoring and self-control. Be honest about your ability to prioritize your higher needs. When you summon the quiet yet powerful light of your soul, your intuitive strength becomes the central force in your own life and a resonant voice in the world. Affirmation: I am strong and self-directed. I bring my inner power to every area of my life. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And then big audible exhale. You ain't got no one around. 2 more. Big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. Really fill up, come all the way up to the top of the breath and hold. And then exhale. And when you're ready, you can slowly roll yourself to your right or left hand side, coming into a fetal position. And then slowly press yourself up to a simple seat. I think I can't see anybody. And when you get into this space, hands can come to your heart space. They can also rest down on your knees. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in each of you, the collective we in all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me this evening on this full moon, and for trusting me with your bodies. And to that I say, go in peace. Remember to do your full moon ritual tonight. Yeah, remember to serve love always. All right, peace and love, y'all. I'm just like grateful all of you tuned in tonight too. So, all right, peace and love.